Hello, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. So, welcome back again to all of you guys. This is a V Expert series, and this is already our 26th episode of this one. And right now, we're gonna see about is the team RBU Esports, and right now, we're gonna see about this team with the formation of the VX and with the Papa. So, 2D is also the name inside this particular team, but right now, we'll be talking about this teams as well. So, how these teams will be going on to play with and how this team will be making the approach to go on with. So those are every questions to carry on with. And right now EQZ Esports, they are already in the pre-mox area, and with 4 man alive they already did 4 eliminations as well. So this is a very good start for the team, and this particularly will take things out of the grip for the other of the teams as well. So right now, if we're gonna talk about other teams, this is X Force X Legend 7 Esports, and they have been into the very one force right now. So this brings a very strong communication combination and a very good gameplay from this particular team. We're gonna obviously be appreciating this particular team. And right now, if you're going to talk about these players, how they will be approaching to go on with, how they will be having their per person in particularly this match. And right now, if we're going to talk about the team DFX Origin LVZ Esports, this is also the team that has been combined up with DF, I guess. Origins Esports. Previously, I used to see with that name, but right now I'm seeing with this particular team. So this is the one where the combinations comes into the place and the amalgamation. This will probably be making this team more stronger and better enough. But right now, we're going to talk about this team. They are already landed into the Gotka, and for the very initial phase, Banana got already devious. So I think the loot collection has been yet again fulfilled up by the players. They have been going for this small hut and hunting around the loot collections as well. So we have the new team today, and this is Max Daddy SE. So this team was also missing since the previous game. So right now we are already witnessing this team as well. So still they are trying to make themselves sure that how they will be playing on this particular team, particularly lobby. Let's see. Those are the very experienced one, and right now Acid X, this is the team X Force. Maybe X Force is the name of this team. I'm really confused about this, but right now, if we're gonna talk about this particular team, Joker 67 is the particular name what I remember from the team X Force, and still there are the players like from the Legend 7 also. Demon X is also playing from this particular team, and nearby, if we're gonna talk about the fights and all that is going on in between these players and the teams, is there is none other than, I guess, that is DXB, the team DXB club, which is already down to the two. Okay, 1 man down, and maybe already 3 players are still remaining downside there, and maybe the process of making themselves into the very good spot is really into the very concerning point, and lots of the concerning name coming into the fight. And right now Acidax, they will be interested to make some kind of the eliminations right in this moment. But right now still the team should have to maintain themselves, and there we go, some of the players getting taken down. DZ is right here and maybe going for some eliminations. One of the players already got taken down from their team, but this is not a very good start for the team. And there goes DZ and Demon, but DZ goes down, and this is Demon from the very last, surviving from the acid axe, and he goes down as well. And this is gonna be the very first eliminations for this particular team, and this is not a good result for Acid Axe. The team combination of X-Force and the Legend 7, they have been coming together with this, but that was not a very compromisable result from this team. And that goes around, that goes behind, that goes left and right, and that creates the very chaotic moment. And this goes a very critical domination. And here we have the team with the Papa as well. So with the Papa, this team is also the very concerning team we have been talking about. And this particular team, we are having a very close eye on this team as well. So all of these players are very talented, and they are also a very good enthusiastic players for the today's and the tomorrow generations as well. So Viper is right here, Asia is right here, Ima is right here, and here we have 7AP Johan. I guess Johan is the particular name of the player. Before that, those are the tags. I guess Pitti Johan is the particular name of the player. I'm not sure about the other of the things, what is going on with the players, what is going on with the teams as well. So let's see how these teams will be making themselves into the very particular concerning positions. But right now, here comes the Ayo, and he takes the player down. After a certain move, that was a very quick change for the team, and there goes. Okay, Max Daddy SE, they got taken down. They are already up, and this is 4 elimination for Syndicate Esports. And the Wobble is going on to the process, and I think taking their matter into their hand and their head, that was very real concerning for the players as well. So definitely we're going to talk about these teams as well, but right now there are the fights going on in between the teams in the very different side as well. So most of the teams right now, they are trying to go with, and they are trying to make some very good fights. And particularly if you're going to talk about the VE Sports, right now they are also having their very crucial fight right now in this moment. That is one hit Godax and one hit God G. These teams will make their very proper momentum from this particular move, and here we can take a look on the players from VE Sports as well. Crease is right here in the moment, and Nostra, Crease and the Nostra, 2 of the players coming in, and maybe this can be the very end for the another team. That can be the VE Sports, and there goes the end of the player down. Mythic got to be taken down. Here we have the Vicky already getting the revival, but Vicky, how much he can survive. But there goes the third party engagement. This is not just a third party engagement, this is the very familiar and the friendly making fire from the players. But there goes again Dia, and Dia got another player down, and there goes the shotgun coming up, and that balance are connecting and making a huge contribution for the players as well. So one hit gods, and here we have Mirage. He can make a change, he can make a definite change for the team, and right now VE Sports is right at that moment and making to try every kind of the possible situations. But there we go, Wood's gonna take that player down. No any kind of the survival is letting to be the players on the very first hand, but another team comes in, another third party cooking on, and this can be the flow of the consistent average. And there we have playing quite well, but right now another team comes in, Frax Esports, and the team won. Okay, this is the TLQ Esports, and TLQ Esports while closing, and they can have some more few eliminations, and there goes Woods, and Woods gonna be eliminated as well. And that was the another very critical move for the team, and that is going to be the very distractful game for the teams as well. And that is a very quite success explosive start, but this is not just a start, this is going to be the end for the TLQ Esports as well. But TLQ Esports, they are charging in, but the team from the ATX1 lost far, they are also coming in, they are also closing in, but will they be interested to take this fight? They have been seeing this, they have been trying to come in close and maybe trying to take some fights over this period. But right now Scout, he got to have 1 elimination, Panda got 2 elimination, but he is in the very revival process right now, and this could make him to maybe change in a very good position right now. And still some of the players, they are having a very good position, and very much of the teams got into the fight at this particular time and at this particular point of the period. So here we have, and with the Papa is still trying to make some eliminations, and there we have the Syndicate as well. Some of the players still trying to make a huge differentiations, but right now here we have the team E2X Esports, and E2X Esports, Carlo gonna take that player down from the Syndicate Esports, and Syndicate Esports comes is gonna be taken down. Safu is right at that moment and trying to make some vision over to the players from E2X, but no, this is not a very quiet and a decent decision, not an ideal decision I would probably say is that, and players are trying to go all out aggressive, but the time this is to tone things down. So maybe Carlo, he's still trying to farm the players, he's trying to farm those eliminations and the finishes that can be leaded from the team Syndicate. But right now, okay, C4 is not yet trying to get any kind of the visions, and he is going pretty ruthlessly, and I am pretty sure that the players will be making their stats and those figures very high in the moment. So this is the thing, and right now another circle closes, and second stage of the circle going to the stage number 3. and that would be a very pretty much change in the game. And DDX Esports are also coming in and closing it with this, the right moment that May comes in with the players, and there goes the circle as well. The circle comes in and closes in towards the Pochinki, and there is the farm area as well. I guess that is the one, and the deep sword, and the players would have to come in and fight with that particular area. But right now, DDX Esports from the Ginger, this is Ginger, and who is trying to make some changes, particularly in this time, and he is coming and his teammates are coming with a pretty compact and organized move, but they are thinking to back down. And this again, players are coming in, and here we have another team, EQZ Storm coming in, and there we go, one after another the players were coming in, and this is KZ, and maybe that can be the another suffering gameplay from the team, and still maybe eliminations can be going away and ahead with the players. And this is EQG Sports making 6 eliminations already, and 6 eliminations with this particular team, making another confidential moment and confident enough to fight with the other teams as well. So this can obviously and definitely boost the morale of the players. And there goes the end of the players. PG Johan is right there, and another grenades goes there, and maybe this can be the cooking up grenades, and that can make an explosive change. And there goes Rebo Equiji, and he took that player down, already 10 eliminations up. And here we have 2 players down for the EQG Esports, and they are the very emerging team that can make a very special change in the coming split for the South Asia. Maybe this can be the changing moment for the team. And Swaggy, also Rebo, Thabs, and Strom. I guess Thabs has been coming in for this team recently, a week or 2 weeks ago, and there has been a dominantial change, and the potential of this team has been pretty much going high and high above the sky and making a change into the very different trend. And here go Syndicate Esports, still trying to make some fight. Solo player surviving. Safu is right here, but still DDX Esports into the very different area. E2X Esports into the very front of that compound, and still trying to make some eliminations, and still maybe they can have a very dominantial changes in this particular fight. And there we go. DDX Esports is right at that moment, and here we have eliminations and all. They are trying to take it, but right now the fights are also going on. And here we have the team RBU Esports, and that's Sam VX, and there we go, Sam and Sammy. Those are a beautiful duo combination as much I see, but right now they are also going for the pretty good fight context. And there we go, one after another the players are getting taken down, one hit Dax, and there we go. This is 2D Esports getting fight with the RBU Esports, and RBU and 2D, those 2 names are the very contenderful names. And who is gonna take this fight? And Sam goes down with another one, and Astral K got a very lucky one to get connected, and that is a very momentumful gameplay from the team. And here goes EQG Esports coming behind, and maybe this is the another third party moment they can make into the change. And there we go, Rebo, another one. That is Astral K running away from the every pallets, and every pallets are getting a very momentumful connections for the team. And still they are having a very good and done due diligence in this particular moment. They have been calculating every kind of the risk that can be into this particular side, and Thabs is still trying to go with some eliminations, and still maybe this can be a very good change, very good moment for the team. And I guess some of the eliminations, some of the teams are still trying to get up, and most likely the momentum is still going on with the teams. And right now how these teams will be going on with, and right at this moment we're gonna see is the zone as well. So if we're gonna talk about the zone, this is none other than the zone in the very open field side behind the military bridge, upside the I guess this is Pochinki Hill, so downside hill, that is the one. And if we're gonna talk about the 4K esports as well, they were also seems to be very contendership in this particular game. And right now TLQ esports 6 eliminations already encountered, and there is TLQ Higgs are right there. TLQ Legends player is right there to take some move and the lead, but no any kind of aggressive decisions has been made up so far. But there we go, Panda got taken down, but there was a player who got right straight into that play team, and here we go, Arias got some eliminations as well. So this is a total of 9 eliminations for the team. And here we have some 4 new team right now trying to engage into the fights, and it's still trying to go up, trying to make some eliminations. And here we have the team X Force X S Legend 7, and there goes another fight cooking on in between the teams as well. So eliminations getting on, eliminations and the team contributions as well. So here we have the team ATX1 Lost Fire. Jello is right here. She used to say that I have been leading the team and this team is a pretty good when I'm there, and I want to see that how good she makes her team good, how good the team plays under her ideal. And let's see, that is my very interesting part of a question right in this moment. But right now players are trying to get some eliminations, and right there Twinkle is going for some shots, and here we go, no any kind of the engagements here comes with the team. But right now ATX1 Lost Fire, they are trying to take some eliminations, but there we go, Scout gonna take that player down, and still C should have to get revival. Twinkle is right there. Haley, C is also trying to make some changes, but here we have 3-level vest and the helmet that is totally getting, some of the helmets are getting total damage. But right now Jello, she's taking some eliminations, and there goes Jello taking those land eliminations into the confirmation, and that confirmation will definitely secure the players to have some more of an extra bit of a motivation right in this moment. And still ATX1 Jello is still trying to make some eliminations right there, and another team comes in with a third-party engagement, and that is none other than the team EQG, and EQG coming up with some eliminations to cook on. And here it is, some of the players coming in, some of the teams are trying to close in, and already 7 teams remaining with us, and down to 7 teams. We're trying to get some more of the eliminations, more of the fights that can cook away from this particular match, and that would be more interesting to see as well. However, the players, and is still trying to make some eliminations to go up with, and momentum that has been cooking on, momentum that has been sifting away by the players, and is still some of the teams, some of the players, they have got nothing to lose, and they are into the very first match, and I'm gonna talk about this. And there we go. What is going on in between that team? I was supposed to look at that team, and they were just going on down with no any kind of the mercy against each other, the teammate itself. And here we have again the intent of the players. It seems to be pretty clear. 4K engaged with 3 eliminations. None of the players from the 4K esports have been making order of the eliminations. This is 4 Knights, Rocky. Some of the eliminations maybe from his side as well. I'm seeing this particular player for very different chances, and right there, here we go. Some of the players try to make some eliminations, and Taps also try to get some eliminations over there, and there we go. One after another, the players are getting taken down. Swaggy got to have that finish away, and right now 4K is still into the mode not to take any kind of the fights, and there we go. I think that is AUG3 that connects, and that produces the very good sound right now. And I'm gonna especially talk about these players and the teams, and EQZ, they are closing off from right and in. Okay, I was just talking about they were coming from right and left and center, and the right, that is just wiped out. And 4 Knights, they have been already eliminated. They're already wrapped up from this particular lobby. But right in this moment, we're gonna talk about the team DDX Esports as well. So DDX, they have been making some crucial changes and crucial moments right now. But here we go. Swaggy, he needs to get up. I think if he needs to get up, then here is the very crucial moment of Swaggy to make the Storm revived. And here goes the revival proceeding, and he's the man on the mission. And I would especially talk about the Taps as well. Tap the new addition for the team, tap the new addition for the players, and this is getting too much devastated and making a huge changes for the teams as well. So ATX from last 5, they are already to the top 4, and right now I'm just remembering that Jello used to talk about her professionalism in particularly IGL6, and right now that is being seen. But okay, that is tapped and going again, making 1-on-1, 22 eliminations, already 23 and counting, and the loading one is still to go on with. And this is a very impressive gameplay from this particular team. One player down, Rebo failed to deliver the positionings, but right now every kind of the moments have been taken away. Maybe another one, just counting and counting and loading. Players have been making their eliminations. Some of the players we're going to talk about is Adios IRC right there, and maybe he is also already manipulated. And there we go. That is already EQZ, and I have been talking about this particular team, and this team does a very real good job right now. That is it, guys. This is none other than the team EQZ Esports, and EQZ Esports, they did a very real good job right now, and I am totally impressed. And I guess there is so much of eliminations they got to have, and eliminations and the teams, everything, every possible matches they have been converting out, and maybe this can be the very good situation to start off with, and that is a very good momentum to start with an explosion. And that explosion already got to have 9 elimination from Thavs itself. Oh my god, I'm just getting too much excited about this team. Maybe I'm seeing the future, I'm seeing the team where this path is going on with, and that is definitely going to be the team EQZ. And let's see how the teams are getting performing. And right now we're going to talk about the WWC, the team stats, and this is going to be none other than the team EQZ making Storm with that 4 eliminations, Rebo making that 5 eliminations, Thabs with that 9 elimination. I'm going to be talking about this particular player, and I was sure that he will make the huge change. And here we have Swaggy as well with that 7 elimination, and there goes it, guys. And we're going to talk about, okay, what is going on, what is cooking on with this. I think there are much things to cook on. Okay guys, here's Swaggy coming on, but I think there should be more thing to come in with. And right now, okay, this is the very corrected figures, and here we have the figures of Thavs EQZ, who got 9 eliminations, 955 damage graph, 3 has been the assist for him, and 450 of the healings he applied, and 23 minutes and the 30 seconds of the survival time for him. And that is a very good game for this particular player. And not only him, he also contributed a lot to his teammates. And there we go. Top players for the very first match. Thavs is going to be making himself into the very #1. Swaggy for the #2 with 7 eliminations. Here we have Scout also making 4 eliminations. Rebo with that 5, and Storm with that 4. All around the team of EQZ. They are into the very straight line away, and they made it well. And that's for sure, guys. And I think we should go for the match ranking as well. So for going to the next stats, 35 total points from the very first match. TLQ Legends with that 18 total points. ATX More lost 5. They got to have double digit points, 11 total points for them. And DDX Esports as well. They also made 9 total points and 4 nights with 5 total points. So one hit got G. Thereafter we got have to do with the Syndicate Esports, 2D Esports, DXP Club, and other of the teams as well. They also managed to have some 4 and the 5 respective total points. And right now, this is it, guys. And I think we should have to go for a short, quick break. Before that, guys, if you do not have liked, share, and subscribed our channel, then you guys definitely need to like, share, and subscribe our channel. And definitely today's game has been really impressive, and I think EQG should deserve some kind of the hearts and the moments that can be from the audience itself. So right now we'll be going for the second match after a while, but right now we will take a short break, and after the break we will be joining on with you all, guys. For now, we will be right back. Stay tuned. Here we go, guys. This is very match number 2 of the day, and right now some of the problems were going on into the production, so we're pretty late right now. But we will definitely gonna make sure you guys will have a very proper view of the games and all. And right now we are seeing the teams from the Weather Papa and what the Papa coming on with. And right now, if we're gonna talk about the zone, this is pretty much centric circle and concentric circle. And right now, talking about the matters in the team's head, there we have the team ATX1 lost fire up to the, I guess that is the team, that is the camp militar, and what the players are going on, and seems so clean for them. There is no any kind of the scene of the backstabs and all, and right now they can make a very huge, pretty much smaller change, and they can straight comes into the zone. But the first zone is not the everything to common with, but then after what comes into the mind is everything you're gonna talk about, everything you're gonna make, what is the changes, what can be into the situation that comes into the head of the teams. And here goes the teams and how they can make themselves into the very concentrative scenarios. And right now 4 nights, they are already into the very first match, making some kind of the very crucial damages. And right now, if we're gonna talk about other teams as well, so there are the teams from Oven Frags as well, so they were fighting away, and this fight is continuously going on with Acid Axe. And right now maybe they can make themselves into the very good position, and however this team makes themselves into the very good positions and all, this would have to make themselves into the very good chances. So let's see. Okay, right now Oven Frags, they are also trying to make some fights, but here we have the other teams as well. So DF, Origin Axe, LVZ Esports, so they are also into the very good spot of the game to make on some fights. And there we have other teams as well, so maybe few of the teams, few of the players are also coming in with the game to make sure that how they will be making themselves into the very good position. Okay, so however the teams and the players making some kind of the eliminations. And right now still the teams from the TLQ Legends, this is gonna be something I will be making very much of their things. And right now we have one hit action 2D, and still they were having to try on. And right now TLQ Legends, they were also fixing up with every kind of the possible moves they can make onto. So Max Daddy SE, they are also in a very good position to make on some fights and all. And if we're going to talk about the other of the players as well, so they are also trying to approach around the zone. And maybe right now whatever going into the situation of the EQZ Esports, there goes the end of the teams as well. So there we have it, and there it is, the other teams also trying to take some fights over the every skill of the game. We have been seeing that Game Over Esports as also trying to make some eliminations, but they are getting eliminated in the very first stage of the game. And right now as well, so they are also trying to make some fights, but there we have it. Game Over Esports, Overth is right here and trying to make some eliminations, but there we go, the team from the KNX, and that is maybe, I guess, to have the team E2X Esports. And okay, now this is the change. This is the change from the team's perspective, and not just a change. There goes the players down, and there we go. Eliminations has been confirmed, and right now, not more than since they have been trying to make some eliminations. EQZ Esports, Omega EQZ trying to make a very impressive game from this particular move. And right now, RBU Esports are also trying to make some fights against the team. I guess that is V, and V Esports are getting taken away one after another. Vicky, he got to make himself into the very bad stage of the match. And right now RBU Esports, Sam 77VX, they are also into the very good stage of the match as well. So right now, if we talk about these teams, they are having a pretty good amount of circle advantage and all. And right now this fight is not yet getting concluded, but the players from the VE is still trying to make some eliminations, still trying to make some kind of the damage graphs as well. So however the teams are trying to make some eliminations, let's see how that will make into the work, how that will make a team to reunite and again comes into the game, again make themselves into the very good starting of the fight as well. So teams are getting one after another eliminated, and however the teams are getting into the fight, eliminations are also getting collected, and time and again these teams are getting into the very huge conservative game, and already into the 19 teams. We're already out of the team VE Sports, and VE Sports tried to win, but they were not able to make themselves secured into the very good position of the game, and they have been eliminated right now. So we have all the teams as well, so eliminations going on, and right now the team here we're going to talk about the team. Here it is Oven Frags. They can make some third party engagements, and Rocky goes down, and Rocky will be secured by, here it is Sijar, and he will take that elimination down towards, and maybe that will lead themselves into the very good position to make on with. So that was it, guys, and eliminations as well. So everything that is coming on into the positions of the team, everything is getting cooked up, everything is being forwarded to the players, and however they were into the very good circle as well. So eliminations and all, they were trying to make some eliminations, they were trying to make some good pretty heavy damages as well. So not just the eliminations, the players should have to try for some gatekeeping opportunity as well. So right now, if you're going to talk about the teams, they are also trying to shrink in and out with the zone to get on with. And right now we're going to see for the zone as well. So if we're going to talk about the zone, this is for Knights. Pure Aim is right now in this situation, already getting one elimination from Nigesh, but Nigesh is already out of the match. And Pure Aim is the very last player surviving into this match. And here we have it, the team Legit 7, or else we can say is that Acerax, and this team is also talking very much with their guns, not just their team, not just their performance. They are talking everything with their aggression, they are talking with their every kind of the possible moves and all, and that is a very conservative thing for the team as well. So right now, if you're gonna talk about the there goes the fight, there goes the fight, there goes the fight, and right now this is Acerax, and they can make a very special move right now, and but there goes the player backward side, and no any kind of the situations have been created, and this is Acerax and trying to make some eliminations, but there we go. There is another team that is coming out from Frax as well. The players are coming out of it, and Syndicate Esports as well. Yot and K, they are trying to make some eliminations, but there we go. But the Papa is right in front of them, and the player Yot and K trying to make elimination from, yeah. We're going to talk about this player, and he is trying to make some elimination with Mini 14 and 8 Axe. That is a very, very, very good combination when it comes to the map of Miramar, and this map of Miramar is going to be very crucial for the teams, each and every of the teams, because this Miramar match will decide whether the teams should play aggressive or they should lie or constantly maintain their consistency, and everything gets cooked on. The players should have to make themselves into the very good position and the direction they have to go on with. And right now, the players are getting the fight on with is the RBU Esports and the team DDX Esports. So Sam is making a very high ranger advantages, and this will particularly make the process to make some kind of the cover fires over there. But not actually for the players. Things are not looking too smooth for the team RBU, and there goes the team down. There goes the last player who was into the very down, and very last player surviving. That is Sam VX, and that would be a very concentrated thing for the team, and really needs to get a good position, and enough. That is not good enough, I guess, is that. And right now, if we're going to talk about the team DFX Original LBZ Esports, Che ORZ, he is right in this moment. And we have also the VOI Void ORZ as well. So they are also trying to make some eliminations over there. But every kind of the situation that had been caught out by the players, maybe they should have to get up very survival game on and go with the decent positions and the spots inside the circle. But they are already off the circle, so that is the very concerning fact for the teams as well. So here we have the TLQ Legends, and they can make some huge changes in the fights. And still, TLQ Esports, we have been seeing this team since a long time ago, but right now we're going to talk about this team, every kind of the possible situations that can make up a very good points and all. And Aslan, he wants to make some eliminations. He wants to make that eliminations into the favor. But right now, we're going to talk about the teams as well from the different side. That is one hit, and one hit got the this team is particularly making themselves into the very two-man surviving players. But right now, no any kind of the situations have been created by the TLQ Esports to make that player up into the footage down. And right now, he should have to get revival, but the player from the RBU Esports in the very top area, he can also have a very good angle for his side. But right now, other of the teams trying to make some eliminations, but the eliminations that have been maybe cutting out. Syndicate Esports already won eliminations from their Bun Bun, but the player is already out of it. And still trying to punish some of the players right in this moment. But there we go, Safu trying to get in close in, and he is himself with the low on HP. He's barely surviving in this particular HP, but asserting that the domination is not the first thing that comes into the mind of Syndicate Esports. But they needs to fight on, they needs to get on with the fights, they needs to get on with every kind of eliminations that can goes up with. And right now, Syndicate Esports, they are still trying to make some eliminations, they are still trying to make some good fights and all. But still, whatever the situation comes in, whatever the maybe elimination comes in with players, everything is going on in. And there we go, DDX Esports, they are also trying to make some eliminations over there. But there's grenades, everything, every possible moments that can lead him to maybe devastate a very comfortable fight right now. And Puk Amiris, he is right there taking a look onto the player, a 10k, but he was not able to make a very concrete decision and eye on the player. So that was not a very good decision for the players as well. So right now, if we're going to talk about the teams, they should have to go for the zone as well. So another zone closing in, and we're going to see that how the zone is going on. And there we go, the players from the Syndicate Esports, they will be taking on some players. And there goes the another teams comes in with the third party engagement. Maybe that is AT, X1 lost fire. And there goes Jello already down, Haley already down, and already staying with the two-man surviving. And that's Syra and Twinkle. Two of the players maybe trying to make some good chances and the moves right now, but how they will be surviving in this particular land of Miramar, that will be the major question for the players. But here, we're going to talk about some players. They're trying to make some pretty good of an interesting move, but that move will not be adjusted. That move would not be enough for the players to get on with a very good position. And here goes the game over Esports over it. He got to have 4 eliminations till now, and still trying to make some eliminations. And here goes Syndicate Esports, still trying to make some eliminations, still trying to make their survival points on. But here we go, survival game is on, but no any kind more, no anymore. This is going to be eliminated, this split is going to be eliminated, and very last player surviving, Safu OG is right behind the circle. And circle is still 45 meters away, I guess, as that. And right now, from the different end, there we have it, Legend 7 and the force that combined towards the Legend 7 and X-Force, they have come together, and maybe they could make a very good change. They could make a very good chance for the team. And here we go. Particularly these teams have been making a very good moment. And right now, RBU Esports, WBX, Sam VX is right in this moment, and maybe he could make some eliminations over this particular period. So even if we are talking about these players from the TLQ Esports, Panda is right in this moment and maybe trying to step up with the right direction. And there we go. DDX Esports were openly exposed in the vehicle, but not a really good shot connected by Panda. So that was not a very real chance for the team. So even if we're gonna talk about the team TLQ Esports, they are already surviving with a 4-man live, and that is a very big and the bigger and the very familiar advantage for the team that can be very best for the team as well. So right now, Panda, he is also trying to get on with, he's also trying to make some eliminations, and ongoing fights will be made cover with it. But right now, his scout is already down. Maybe he should have to get some revival process going on in between. But right now, TLQ Esports, Panda is right now trying to make some eliminations. But right in this position, he will do some smoke grenades, and that will lead the players to have some softer smoke path. And that will lead the players to make some revivals on. And there goes the players. Here we have it. And another circle closes in, and circle closes in, and that goes straight away. And that goes with the 4-path way of the road. And there goes the Chumasera opposite the side. That is the circle that is getting closed on with. Already we are down to the 20 minutes of the time frame of this particular game. And right now DF Origin LVZ Esports, they are also trying to make some good eliminations. Pretty bit of a decent elimination, but decent is not enough for them. That's only the possible way to dominate for them as well. So to get a good position in your hand, you need to make some very good aggressions. So aggressions, when they comes in with the aggression, that will may compensate the players to go on with. And right now, Game Over Esports, Overth. I really don't know the pronunciation of this particular player, but there we go. He is gonna do the work. He is gonna do the work, and this is gonna do the work. And this is Game Over Esports representing Game Over Esports, and he is Overth, and he making a very explosive changes in the team. And right now most of the players, most of the teams getting on with, and there we go, already 8 elimination for the EQG Esports as well. So EQG Esports right now trying to make everything devastated around, and maybe some of the brutal eliminations has also been secured by this particular team, wherever neither this team trying to go with some eliminations and maybe trying to go right now this is the time to go on with the survival game on. And given the fact that right now what the Papa WPX, they are also trying to make some elimination from the grenades hand side, and there we go, players are trying to make some different visions, trying to make some different area to go on with an elimination that could lead them to go on for that. And right now one hit Gorax, they were very good at this. And right now in this moment, DXB Club as well, they are into the very different position, and they can make a very good change in this game. Already 11 teams down, and we are already seeing that DXB Club is not losing even single player, and not even a single of elimination as well. So they are not yet getting engaged into the game, but they are into the very good stage of the game to go on with, and maybe elimination can be the very good start for the team to go on with. And initiation they need is that they just need a couple of eliminations from this particular point. They just need some of the knocks out, and fights may break out left and right and center, and all of the frames right now. And there we go, DDX Esports Ginger is getting spotted out by the other of the players as well. Here we go. Finally, the players have been getting taken down. Jetson is getting one elimination over to the period of time. And here we go. We have with the Papa. Viper is trying to make some eliminations. And here goes the Viper. Viper trying to go for the healings. And he is trying to make some possible moments with that. And right now, with the Papa, Viper, yeah, he was also trying to make a very huge change for the team. Still trying to go with the Papa. Viper is right here, maybe trying to move away, maybe trying to make some eliminations as well. So with the Papa is one of the team who is making that contendership in their way. But right now, here we have only the 5 teams remaining. We had been seeing that 11 teams just a frame ago. But right now, TLQ Esports, ADS IRC is right in this particular moment to make on every kind of the changes right in this situation. And we are already down to the 6th stage of the game. And in between the time frame of 10 seconds and all, we will be going on for the match stage number 7, and that will lead the teams how they will be going on, how they will be taking on with. And already 10 eliminations for the EQG Esports. EQG Esports are trying to make up some eliminations, trying to go up with. And Swaggy, I ought to know that Rebo is playing from his particular ID, but how this is a very good and familiar thing that can a player do. But right now, EQZ, they are very openly exposed out, and how they will be managed to make themselves secured into the very open area. But right now, the situation that is getting cooked on with is the players are having very bad time. This is not a good frame of a time for the team EQG Esports, and whenever you got it, the tries to flatten out. And right now, DXB Club as well, they are also getting on with the fights. And here we go, San is also trying to go up with some eliminations, and there goes some grenades, but that grenade would not be making any kind of the connections over there. And here we have other of the players as well from the TLQ Esports trying to go with some grenades against the Weather Papa and raining down death and the destructions over there. And Panda, he's also trying to go with some kind of the right connection, some kind of the right visions, and you're gonna go boom with the players, you're gonna go boom with the grenades, and all the situation that cooks up with is very interesting right now. And maybe the players should have to march in for the zone as well. So whenever they can have the position, whenever they can make themselves into the very good mode, they can make a permutation combinations into the very next game. And right now, still the players are trying to make some kind of the wrap-up situations. Resemblance have been making into the very good positionings and all. And right now, the game plans have been changed. The game plan and the situations have been redeemed out from the other of the players as well. So TLQ Legends already having the 10 elimination, although they are not enough with this. And there we go, LFAQG. They are already out of it. And that was LF. Okay, that was, I guess, that is just EQZ Esports not having any tags of the LF. I was confused that Swaggy took the LF tag, so I was a little bit of confused right there. But right now, here we go. TLQ Esports going on with Ozlan, and Aslan making that a wonderful elimination another time, and this time he would be making another destructions right in this moment and trying to go for the slammings. Maybe the slammings will make a very good change for the team as well, and when you blink it, you gonna miss it, and if you're gonna miss it, you will be out of the lobby and no any kind of the eliminations will be accumulated into your accounts. And right now, dusted from the lobby, and this is the situation where the two teams remaining, the EXP Club and TLQ Esports, and finally that goes up, and maybe this is the team TLQ Esports making a wonderful change, wonderfully maintained game for the team, and this goes up and wonderfully connected out, making a huge change. And that was it, guys. TLQ Esports, they deserve it, guys, and they had a very good game right now. So this is the time, guys. I think we got to feel that production making some issues, so we will be going for a short break. Then after we'll be coming right back to you all, guys. Till then, keep watching, guys. Victory X Esports. Till then, I'll be right back with you all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Here we go, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again. And right now, there is no any problems with the production things and all. And right now, we are doing pretty well. And we'll be having some looks on the teams, how the players and all of the teams will be making the eyes on, and how these teams will be playing on with. And right now, we're going to talk about some of the players right in this particular positions. And if you're going to talk about the teams, how they have been playing on is right now we're gonna see about the teams how they are landing upon, and if you're gonna be particularly sure about the teams how they are taking away from their defensive ways. And right that moment, aerial advantages are the very good things in this particular map. If you're gonna talk about this particular map, you comes down was you gonna see the Erangel type of a map, you go up was you gonna see the Miramar type of the match. So different diagonal and different play styles from the teams as well. So this is the particular situation that you can make an eye upon. And right, yeah, moment has been particularly described by the author of the teams as well, and mainly the players have been already figured out that how they can have to make a choices among each other and creating lots of the rooks right in this moment. And right there what you're gonna see about is the VE Esports already getting one of the player down. Maybe the recall situation will definitely be helping this particular team to go on with some revival proceedings. But right now the game plans have been maybe critically changed. Game plans should have to be maybe wrapped up with themselves as well. So quite prolific, non themselves, but productively they should have to do it. Nostra, he has been seems so productive these days, but right now how these players and the teams will be maintaining themselves into, and right in this moment here we have a Storm already getting taken down, and in the different area there is Thaps EQZ. He is the very last player remaining in this particular match, and he should have to survive. He needs to survive, whether it's die or do. The situation that comes in with players and moments that has been going on, and definitely some of the other players are also coming in with, and other teams, other players. Syndicate Esports is right here, and Safu, he is gonna take that player, another down, and there goes the player down, and one after another the teams are getting taken away, players are getting taken down. No any kind of the situation that could make a performance from this particular teams have been carried out. And right now everything is a situation that comes around with the unfortunate end of the team, and there goes another team coming up with the grenades and all, and there goes PE Sports with the very last man surviving right now. Chris is the very last man surviving. Chris, he also had, but they maybe a week or the 2 weeks ago, and belated happy birthday for the Chris, and I hope Chris will be able to maintain his teammate alive, because Vicky is not Vicky will not be able to get survived. Vicky will not get able to get revived from this point of view. And right now Chris, where he gonna go, where he gonna lands out, and where he will make his potential move around. And right now here in the stadium process, and this is the where teams are lying and relying upon the teams, and still trying to make some good eliminations as well. So even in the different area, you're gonna see is the team Syndicate Esports are nearby the four Knights, and four Knights pure aim. He is trying to aim pure, and the desperately he is trying to go with the precisions and all. The right connections not coming surely from the team, and in the meantime one of the player got taken down, and instead if you're going to talk about the Nikesh is also having eye on other of the players as well. So there goes another side. The Syndicate Esports getting fight with the team RBU Esports. Now RBU Esports with Sam, and here we have the San as well, and here we have the Simi as well. So how these players will be playing on their opportunity game, and right now this is the chance to take the cracks down, and there we go, another player cracks are getting taken down. Niggas is taking a look from there, another very different projectile, and he gonna make some eyes on the player, and Nigga is gonna take that player down. Eliminations coming in and growing and earing up everywhere for the team, and calling all the shots again. And right in this particular moment, another unfortunate end, another unfortunate moment for the players as well. So Rocky in the different area, he's going to wait for the recall. He is going to go for the recall, and right now, 4 nights, maybe this is gonna be the revival for the player. And in the different situation, here we have the other players from the different scene as well. So here it is team with Papa right now trying to go up with some eliminations, and still TLQ Esports, Panda is right in this moment, and Panda maybe he can make himself a very good decisive game. And right in this moment, TLQ Esports, Panda have been making a huge changes, and ADOS IRC, he has been come into the team, and maybe this is a very good change. This is a very good move for the team as well. So his scout going to the different side, going to look on the different side, and Arslan, he is going with the vehicle with the coupe, and right now no any kind of the visions have been sorted out by the players, but KSDFR's goals will be taken out one after another. Doinigan taken down, eliminated from this point of angle, and right now scout and other of the players, every one of them are trying to get some elimination, trying to go for some use point games, and one hit gods, they are also into the very good position right now. And Miraz, he is also going for some different point of view to make some eliminations as well. So going towards the different side, going towards the different end of the side game. Right now players are also trying to make some eliminations. Here we go, Batman in the different side, Mighty getting 5 eliminations, and he okay, what just happened, guys? This was It's Mighty, and that was so mighty and nasty move from the player. He was just 0 HP remaining with that, and I was getting so surprised, and that was not a very good just normal gameplay from the teams. And right now on the side we have the team E2X, and they are also moving ahead towards the players where the fights can move on. Game over Esports with the 4 players remaining. With who was the 8th was the player, I guess. I was pronouncing it time and again wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I will be improving in these days, because I am very new in the Sri Lankan lobbies, as I have been doing some kind of the production things and all. But right now, Game Over Esports, they have been doing okay. Here we go. The player from the Game Over Esports as well. There we have it. Players trying to go for some eliminations, and there it is. Another team from the FX Legend 7. Legend 7, they are also trying to make some eliminations right in this moment, but I still try to go for some elimination that could make a conclusion, that could make a right connection, right vision connection, and the very good value for the team as well. So that is the thing they need to figure out with. And there we go, some of the eliminations getting up for the team. And Game Over Esports, they are already trying to get some kind of the well coordinated fights, but not really. They were having a proper eyes on the players, they were having a proper eliminations to go it on with. But right now, no any kind of the perfect situation getting cooked up for the teams, and no more. This is going to be no more for the players as well. So even if you're going to talk about the Acid Axe, they are also fighting against the team. Okay, Max Daddy SE, and there we have it, the team 2D Esports as well. So 2 of the teams in the different verdict of the game, and right now, even if the eliminations have been getting on with the players, Acid Axe and this team, right now connecting every kind of the shots moves that can have a very good changes for the team as well. So moving on, maybe they can categorize themselves into the loss of the cannons for the team, and another circle time after a while. And players are also trying to make some eliminations, but this is the time for the revival. Also, you can call it a recall, because it's a new session that have been coming into the esports scene, that has been coming into the esports that we are witnessing around. And right now, we are gonna look over the teams, we are gonna look over the players, how they gonna take it, how they gonna make this fight over and out. And right now, there we have it. This is the team ORZ XDF LVZ. But there we go. DXP. This would have to come in. This would have to close in for the fight. But right now, no any kind of the connections has been made. And there we go. DXP club. One of the players getting taken down. 7 eliminations already getting collected for the players. But San, he needs to get on with the fight. But San getting for the another kind of the scene for the players as well. So going on, San is also trying to make some eliminations into his hands and making a very concentrative gameplay from this particular match. And definitely this is one of the very destructive scenario from the players as well. So Jetson is the very last player remaining. If Jetson goes out of this fight, he needs to get out of the whole lobby as well, because there is no any kind of the revival or the recall opportunities for the team. He needs to get that clutch. He needs to pull off that clutch, otherwise the team needs to get out of the fights and all. So a little concentric fight that has been going on slowly but surely. They're trying to close in, but this is the situation with 7 eliminations already getting collected by the team. But there we go. Horizon, they are also still trying to make some eliminations, and here we go. Void is the very last player surviving for the team, and in the different side of the game, players are trying to make some eliminations, and there goes up, and that is DXB going out of the lobby, guys, and that is the end for it. Fights breaking out right, left, and center everywhere of the game, and not a pleasing moment for the team, DXB Club. And right now, ATX1 lost fire. I'm very interested to see this particular team, because this team represents the goals and the woman empowerment specifically inside the esports scenario, and we is definitely gonna should have to praise for this particular team. And there goes some of the players maybe trying to go for some eliminations, and here we have it is ATX1 lost fire and is still trying to go for some eliminations. Sarah is into the different area, maybe try to make some eliminations over the period of time, but right now still the team should have to look at themselves into the very different area, and some of the players from the TLQ esports as well trying to make some eliminations, going for the grenades. Maybe these grenades may connect well, but no any kind of the concrete decisions coming out from the players. And right now TLQ esports Panda is right in this moment, one hit. This team is still trying to go for some eliminations, but there is not a very decisive scenario, not a very decisive point of moment to see on. And there we go, Woods is right at that moment to get on with the fights and all, but in this particular move, slowly they are trying to go on with the fight. They are not just giving up with the fight, they are just going close and close enough to make this fight possible enough, and trying to push and punish enough the players from the TLQ esports. But TLQ esports, they are already 4-man up, so there is no any kind of the doubt of scenario for this particular team. So bunch of the errors that should be minimized by this particular team, otherwise this team can make up a very good chances of the chicken dinner as in the previous match as well. So we have been seeing that, witnessing every kind of the possible moments from the team, and that can make a very huge changes in the team as well. So definitely we're gonna see is Adios IRC, they are also trying to make some eliminations over the period of time. And even if we're gonna talk about the TLQ esports, Adios IRC is right in this moment to make on with some fights. But right now, if we are going to talk about some of the players as well, TLQ Legends, Tony is right here. Maybe going for the upperwards view of the Vodapapa. Vodapapa is still going with the Vodapapa sounds and the lawns of the players. Eliminations needs to be confirmed, and right now, every scenario, every kind of the matches has been getting intense and intense. This should have to be very concentrated gameplay from the teams as well. So, TLQ Legends, there we have it, and some of the eliminations have also been collected from the TLQ esports as well. So 7 eliminations for the team. Panda contributed already 4 of the eliminations, and that is a very huge change in the game. And right now we're going to talk about some other players as well. So stepping into the game, stepping into the players, there are so many things that needs to be figured out, that needs to be get through the game. And right now with the Papa, they're connecting out, they are making some eliminations, and even if they are trying to take some eliminations, they are out of the zone. So that is the very concentrated things for the players as well. They play quite well gameplay, but be the first line of defense to go on with. But the players are rotating from the different alternatives, so that would not be making another class for the teams. One player definitely down, but he will be revived as easy as possible. But right now, they should also go for the zone. They should also have to maintain themselves for a particular zone. And maybe now it's the time for the survival game on this very first stage of the Rondo map. We're gonna see some of the brutal fights Then after, in the later phase of the game, we're gonna see some survival modes on, and into the very last match, into the very last phase of the game, we're gonna see those brutalness coming back again and again. So that is the thing right now. And Urban Frags, they are also interested, I guess, to make some fights over the period of time. And right now, Urban Frags from this particular team, they are trying to go with some grenades, but the grenades may not work enough to do with that. And there we go, one of the player getting taken down. Cheesy is into the very backward side. Maybe he is trying to look on the very different area of the game. And there we go, Auburn Tracks, they are still trying to go hard with the players. They are still trying to go eliminations. The eliminations would have to be getting very differently, and eliminations collecting out by the teams as well. So Auburn Tracks still trying to make some elimination, maybe trying to go with some pretty good of a damage. But right now, Auburn Frags, Caesar, right in this moment, eliminations have been getting collected by the teams, and KSCFRS goals. Genie is right in this moment. Maybe C needs to get on with eliminations and all. The situations needs to get conflicted. But right now, the very last one has been appearing, and everything in the context of the teams. And right now, everything for the team TLQ Esports is just the number, and they needs to get their number goods, and that will make themselves seems to be so clean and the decent fight of the game. And right now, everything getting possible for the players, everything getting on for the teams. And right in this particular moment, Rondo is the map, and very Rondo match of the day is the only one, but not the least. In the day after tomorrow's games, we're gonna see and we're gonna witness the definite games of these particular teams. And right now, Auburn Frags are also going on with, and right now the teams from the 4 Knights, Crex is right there, and he is also going for some eliminations. He is also having eyes on that rock hillside, but not really a very good area to look on to the, because there is no any sorts of enemies. And okay, however, he got to have that elimination secured. And right now he managed to do that work. He's by on so, but right now, however, the situations are coming in with the teams, eliminations should be gathered up time and again. And there we have the team from ACDAX as well. They do have a very proper look on to the very overall players. DC is right here, and maybe they can make a very good changes in the team. Even if we're gonna talk about the teams in the very different area, they are trying to go with some good eliminations. And even in the ACDAX, they are into the very good approach to take on with and eliminations and all. Everything is getting very crucial for the players as well. So AT Bunbun is right in that moment, and right now 2D Esports is in the moment to make some eliminations. Right there, players are already on to that position and they know about it. But right now, with that money coming in, Flare and players are also coming with that flares to go on with that. Right now, the zone is hitting up, you guys, so that you also need to go for the zone as well. But this needs to get third party by the TLQ Esports, and TLQ Esports making up wonderful changes into the games. And there goes the ACDAX, and ACDAX also trying to make some eliminations over the period of time. And here goes the team One Hit Godze and One Hit Godze. They are trying to make some wonderful eliminations over the period of time. And right now, TLQ Esports, TLQ Scout is right in this particular point. Maybe he can make a wonderful change and gets a very good position in your hand, and asserting that the dominance is not only the first thing you're gonna talk about. And there goes the Scout, and his Scout gonna make that elimination into his favor. But right now, Adios IRC, he is into the different side of the game, and he was trying to make some eliminations as well. So even if you're going to talk about the players from the different side, they will come up with a very wonderful grenades. Scout making that already 8 eliminations. And still, Scout is one of the very contendful players who can come up into the very good side of the game. And right now, still, they're trying to make some elimination. They're trying to make some of a sort of a good eliminations and all. But still, the players from the different end, they are even trying to go up with a very good eliminations. So even right now, if we're going to talk about these players and teams, with the Papa is into the very different side, maybe they can be the one to get that winner chicken dinner. Only 4 teams remaining right now. And onto that 4 teams, even if we're going to talk about the 4 Knights as well, they are also not getting a very good chances over this period of time. So this is going to be one of the very crucial moment for the team as well. So with the Papa looking on to the very good fire position, but one hit. This team has been pretty dominating and isolating every of the teams, but we were having no eyes on this team. Now this fight comes into the two side of the game, right and left. This river is crossing the players from behind and between the game, and right now with the Papa and one hit Godzi, they needs to get on with this fight. Dia is in the very good position to get on for the eliminations, but right now how they will be getting on with the fights and into the very different side of the game with the Papa. They are also trying to make some eliminations, but there we go, Viper gonna be taken down, and that was a very wonderful chance to create on with the players. And here goes with the Papa, start trying to go for some eliminations more and more. They want to more and go for a very brutal changes. So this time, maybe the vehicle can work on, and there goes Asha gonna be going to the water, and that would make himself or herself to go for a very good changes, and the chances to have that winner chicken dinner comes into the very possible moment, but no more. This is not gonna be working, guys, and there goes the another player down. Now the very last player remaining from the Buddha Papa, maybe he will surrender himself underwater, maybe, or whatever the situation that goes up with the Asha. But Asha, he is surrendering. He's not able to surrender right now. This is not the very proper scenario for the team. And trying to go up. Maybe this can be the moment. But however, the players are getting one after another. The very brutal scenario. Maybe Woods is gonna be going up and making some sort of a information out there. But Asha, he is denying that elimination, and that goes the winner chicken dinner for the team, none other than one hit Goji. And many congratulations to this particular team making a wonderful move. That was a very unexpected gameplay from this particular team. 8 eliminations solo from Dia and 1 elimination from Meras, while 2 eliminations got down from the Woods as well. So that was a very good game. To appreciate for this particular team. And that was it, guys, for the very third match of the day. We had come to the halfway through this, and that was it, guys. We obviously going to talk about other of the players as well, how the teams and the players were making their moves out of the anywhere, and making that sure players were also making themselves into the very good situation to work on with. They were fighting, maybe just not to go anywhere, just fight along and make every kind of the changes that you can. And that was just a pretty simple goal for every of the teams, but among them, one of the team, that is One Hit Godzi, they got to have the chicken dinner on for the team, and they will be maybe placed to have this. And that was it, guys. And while having this, players were having a pretty good dominations as well. So even if we're gonna go for the order of the stats as well, for now we will be going how the player longer enough to make it. And Woods getting 2 elimination, they are getting 8 elimination. I was talking about this particular player, and he got to make that a huge change in the game. And he was one of the player who got a very good chance to convert this game, and he did it. He definitely did it. But the players who were in #1 position, they got to have not a very good chances. But Ryujin got no elimination even after having damage of 304, and here we have 804 damage, but just a 1 elimination from Meras, and that is just a heartbreaking news for the particular player. And right now, if you're going to talk about this particular player, this is none other than a Scout. He took that a very wonderful game considering this particular team, and right now they did it, guys. They did a very wonderful job right now. And that was it, guys. Scout did a very wonderful job. And who are the other players in the ranking? Scout, Dia with that 8 eliminations. Equality of the eliminations have been seen in this particular match, and Mighty is having that 6 elimination with 14 and 40, 14-4-4 damage draft, and Sofu with that 7 total eliminations as well. So even after having some sort of a elimination, some sort of a very good devastating gameplays, Sofu getting 7 elimination, Pop with that 4 eliminations as well. So that was it, guys. So let's go ahead towards the match ranking, and match ranking says that this is the overall points from this particular match, and already 20 points ahead. Two teams are 20 point ahead from the other team. So that is none other than the team One Hit and TLQ Esports syndicate with that 19, with the Papa with that 15, while ACRX got to have 14 total points. And other of the teams is Fortnite also got already 10 total points. So 6 of the teams got total of the double digit points. So that was the game, guys. And if you're going to talk about the overall MVP as well, we're going to see some of the very crucial moves. And here we go. Scout with that 15 total eliminations, Panda with that 13, and Swaggy with that 12 elimination, while Fabs with that 12. And I think Swaggy, he is not actually playing from his ID. Rebo is in that ID, so the player of Rebo is being shown in the particular name. And they are with that 9 total elimination. So this is it, guys. Overall eliminations and overall rankings comes into your screen. 63 total points for the TLQ. And there goes TLQ. They are having a very good jump over the table. And EQZ Esports, they are having 52 total points. One Hit, they got 30 total points. SYN, they got 26. And with the Papa getting 22 total points. DXP with that 20 total points as well. So these are the things what is being cooked on, and you can pause and see that what your team played, how your team played into this match. And we're gonna see about all of the other stats as well. Maybe we'll be seeing the winners when they comes in. But right now we will be going for a short break. Till then, keep watching, guys. We will be back again with a short highlights. Stay tuned with us, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe our particular channel, that is none other than Victory X Esports. Hello everyone guys, welcome back again. This is the match of VX the streams, and we have paid season 25 is already out, and this is season 26. So this is the very match of the fourth match of the day, and this is gonna be another interesting match for the day. And interestingly, players have already into the playing path, and right now they are already suffered up, and they will be having a pretty good eye on the players, how they will be moving on, how they will be marching on with the fights. And right now, every of the players are remained, every of the teams are already into the battles, and such an explosive start for the teams would have to be the one of the major concern for the every team. And one after another, the teams should be getting into the fights. The teams should be getting into the matter of a concern that how they will be making on it. So let's see. RBU Esports is right in this moment, and right now WP Sam is right in this moment to make their vision possible. And right now, if you're going to talk about the plane path, this has all the way coming up towards this downward from Campo Militar towards the Parthona area, and this will particularly favor the team A1X1 ATX1 Lost Fire. So behind that, other of the teams as well, they will be having a proper eye on the other side of the map as well. So definitely they will also be getting some of use momentums today. And right now, some of the teams, some of the players are also trying to make some eliminations. But right now, whether they are trying to make some eliminations, they are trying to go up for some kind of the damage, and heavily they are dealing with it. And right now, if we're going to talk about some of the crucial players, some of the crucial teams that will have to maintain themselves into the very good person of the game. And right now, even if you're talking about the zone as well, so zone is not particularly going to the hard one. This is a particularly a process to go on with the very concentrated one, and this is the team DFX or Origin LVZ Esports, and there goes the Thabs going knocked out. And Thabs, one of the key player for the EQZ Esports, he's going to be eliminated right now, and this is not a very good news for the team Syndicate Esports. They got to have the first bite of the player, and right now the team EQZ, they are also trying to go with some eliminations, even if they are trying to go for some kind of the very brutal knocks out and all. This is the very second last match of the day, and that will be decider for the teams as well, whether they are coming up with some eliminations, whether they are coming up with some kind of the other moves. So EQZ Esports, this is going to be real chance for the team as well. So EQZ, this is one of the very key understanding moment for the team. And right now, even if they are going from the different area and hand of the game, this is going to be one of the interesting to see. This is going to be one of the impressive moment from the teams as well. So ATX1 Lost Fire, this team also getting some of a huge elimination in the very first match of the game. But right now, till the death, they are not having a very good time right now. But here it is, the team from the S26, and this team is also trying to get with some kind of the interesting fight so far. And right now, Revival should have to go on the process, but as stayed. There goes one player already out of the lobby, so this will be creating some kind of the critical moment for the team as well. S26, X-Force, one Joker, and he needs to get on with some kind of a pretty good battles. And right now, a lot of the compromising names, a lot of the concerning names are also right in this particular moment in the battle, and maybe these things will make the things out of the grip. And even if you're gonna talk about the oven frag, Sadia is going from the different end, and right now X-Force is the team, or else I'm gonna talk about this team as X-Force, because this player is having the tag of X-Force and the L7 accumulately, because these teams are making a huge changes in this lineup. And there goes Sadia making that Apex elimination secured. But right now, there was the other of the angles that was also getting the view on the Joker, and Joker is having some of a good eye on the players as well. So differently, he is also trying to defend, he is also trying to make some kind of the good eliminations over the period of time, and making a huge changes over the period of time and eliminations, how this teams will be making up with. We're going to talk about other of the players as well. Here we go. We have the RBU Esports, and they are going to fight with the team X Force X Legit 7 Esports. And this team is not just a nightmare for them. Maybe they can go Mighty upwards the side, and Mighty is still coming up with his SMG, but this is not going to work particularly. And even if we're going to talk about the players that are having a very good combinations play from the different side of the game, RBU Esports, they are going with some of the eliminations right now. And even if you're going to talk about this, Simi VX is right in this moment. Maybe he can make a very huge change for this particular team, but he's the very last player surviving for the team. And even if you're going to talk about the team X-Force, they are having the shotgun battle, and that was shotgun game for the team X-Force X Legend 7, and that was Mighty making that a mighty change and mighty nightmare for the team. None other than this is RBU. So this is gonna be the end for the team, and even if this team is out of the lobby, they are not having a particularly a good point of a time right now. And here goes the team DFX Origin LVZ Esports. So this team is also making their very huge changes into the game, and ATX1 lost fight. They are also going for the zone, but right now they are having some fights over the period of this particular side. And right now ATX1 lost fire. Syra is right in the position. Maybe she can make some kind of the changes into the game. And right now ATX1 lost fire. Jerry is right here. Maybe Jello is also gonna make some kind of the changes over this period of time. And here go Jelly and Jello, two of the players going straight onto the player to support on for the Syra. But there goes the player up and down. They were trying to make some kind of the eliminations wherever they are going. The things are not getting into their grip. Instead of this first match, except for the first match, they are not having a pretty good time over this period of time. But right now, even if another knockout getting taken away by the player, maybe that could morale the very boost up into the motivation of the players as well. So there goes another team. There goes the another team, that is Acid Axe. They will be fighting over to the teams of Orban Frag. And there you go Demon. He will be getting some. I should listen to himself from the enemy. And right now Orban Frags, they will be coming up with that grenade, and that grenade cooks up very well and pretty well, and that will make that player out of the lobby, and they will be wrapped up out of it. And now they are not following that consistent average you're gonna talk about, and differently the players are not having a very real quick time right now. So TLQ Esports right now, they're gonna have some fights over to the Max Daddy Esports. This is going to be something interesting to see over, and lots of the concerning name. Even if you're going to talk about the TLQ Scout, he is also the one of the very concerning player to look over. And Naju, he is right there. Maybe one of the player, he can make some player down over that period of time. And there goes the player. And the Scout, even if he is not in the very good form, he is gonna take some of the players down. And there goes their Scout. There goes the Scout getting the Panda down. And Max Daddy Esports are also coming from the different side. And there goes Venom as well. Venom is gonna be taken down. The very last player remaining, Seth SE, is the very last player, and he is going for the revival. But how this revival will be getting proceeded for the players, but that is a very far question away. But there goes One Hit Ginger. One Hit Ginger is gonna take that player down. Yes, it is. And that is a very wonderful precision connection from the team, and wonderfully connected by the player Ginger, and he did that, he made that. And however, that team was a very concerning name for the teams. And there goes another team down as well. So there is some of the players trying to make some eliminations, but not on to their favor. But here we go. Even if we are talking about some of the players try to make some eliminations, but they are not going enough. They are not going having a properly analyzed situations right now. And there goes Joan. Joan is kind of centric approach, and that can move away anywhere. Either way, you can say is that the players can make themselves into the very good situations over the period of time. So right now, even if players are trying to make some kind of the reasons over there, some of the players from the different side eliminations have been going on into the process. And here we go. KSCFRS goals are also into the position to make some kind of the fights over there. And here we have with the Papa. With the Papa is the team where everything lies on the contest. And right now, with the Papa is also into the very good mood to take this fight away. But right now, even if you're going to talk about the team Game Over Esports, they also do have only the number of players remaining. And even indeed, with the Papa, there is only 3 remaining. So this is the fight of the quality. You're going to talk about is equity as well. But I am not going to talk about equity, because players might have the different sense of gaming and the fragging skills over the period of time. So in this particular moment, WP, this particular player, instead try to make some eliminations, but no any kind. But here goes the players from the four knights. Here goes four knights. And Nigesh is one of the concerning player, and when it comes to the fight, he shows up everything what he does have. And here we go, one after another. DDX Esports is getting penetrated, and maybe one of the key factor, they needs to count the eggs in the basket and how much they will be going on for it. And four nights, one after another, the eliminations be getting secured up for the players. And there goes the team DDX Esports fighting away with the two of the teams right there. And right now the players from the different side coming in for the elimination and the push slamming. That was a very decent slamming, but that worked enough for the players to go with. And right now, even if we're gonna talk about the X-Force as S26, they are also seems to be pretty mighty right now. Akaza, he will be getting taken out. He will be suppressed out of this particular lobby. But right now, the process of making the elimination for the team. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. That is a revival possible from the team X-Force as S26 Esports, and that will make a pretty bit of a good connectivities. And over there, we're gonna see the teams from the TLQ Esports as well. So TLQ and EQZ Esports, two of these rivalry teams, two of these favorite teams from the fans as well. They are also looking on to this matter of how they will be taking on. And here we go, EQZ Esports, Omega is right in this moment to take on the fights. And there we go, Adios is right in this moment to go on with some of the other eliminations as well. So EQZ Esports, Omega is right in the moment to make some eliminations. But Omega, he is going with some sort of a grenades, but not having a real quick connections. And he will be chasing up for the Adios, but Adios going with that vehicle, and no any kind of the concrete connections have been pulled out by the player. And here we go, there goes the player down. Finally Swaggy got to have that player down from the different end, and he meant to have that player successfully traded. And right now, players from the different side trying to make some eliminations. Here we go, two of the players are only remaining for the team, and there goes the panda down. And this is the time where EQZ Esports can rise up, but right now they also need to heal up for themselves. And the Scout, he is one of the key player who can make a very huge changes in the game. And there goes Omega down, and the Rebo versus Scout. This is one-on-one situation, and there goes Swaggy. That is Rebo, and making Reboic moment for the team. Reboic situation for the team, and maybe the grenade coming out, that could make a very good chance for the team as well. But that is the situation where Omega could make a huge real chance. But Akaza, he was not able to take that player down. He was not able to see that player up against himself. But right now, the decency of the points have been collecting by the players, and 3 of the points already getting collected by the team TLQ Esports. They got eliminated for the 4 total points. And if EQZ wants to get on for the #1 position, they needs to go on for the survival mode on. So if they goes for the survival game on, that would be some kind of a different situation for the teams as well. So as far as getting the connections, as far as getting the good moments and the positions for the team, how they gonna go for the domination? They need to go for the table domination. None other than the I'm gonna talk about is not for the real domination in the lobby. I'm going to talk about the domination in the overall standings and all. But right now, even if you're going to talk about the one-hit gods, they are also having some pretty good eyes on the fights and all. And right in this moment, VE Esports, they are having 4 of their players remaining, and all of the 4 players having their each and every HP onto their precision, and no any players having damaged out right now until death, I guess. So here we have the team 4 Knights as well. 4 Knights taking a fight with Syndicate Esports. Syndicate Esports trying to close in and slam in for the team. And right now, maybe Nigesh is one of the key player to go for, and Kodine is right there. AT Kodine, he is one of the key player as well. So even if they are trying to make some elimination, even if they are trying to go for some elimination, and the gameplay, here goes some good time. And Syndicate Esports, Bunbun is right in this moment. And here goes Syndicate Esports, maybe trying to go for some push, and the slams in. But no, not a really good slightest start of a moment. So let's see. This is not a real pleasing moment for the team. Actually, they are having all of their 4 players remaining, and 3 of the eliminations has been already collected. So this is one of the key thing that they need to consider out. And even if eliminations are getting out, and you're going to talk about the teams, they are having some kind of the pretty good damage and the losses of the teams as well. So here goes the zone into the very upper side of the game, and this is going to be the power grid, San Martin area and Picado. That will be the one of the key reason where the players should have to be stand out, and the power grid area, the hill that is on with the San Martin and all that is a very concerning factor for the players as well. So wherever they stands, they need to stand out in a very good position if they needs to get the fights up, if they needs to get the fight down with their striking power, and there's a real opportunity for them to strike, and how they will be able to strike, that is a very important question for the team Four Knights. And right now Four Knights, they will have a very proper eye on the players, and there goes the players on, and Syndicate Esports, they are coming away, and there is no any chances getting created by the players as well. So there goes the Syndicate Esports, one of the players getting taken down. Akaza, he will also be coming up with that, and Pure Aim and Nigesh, two of the players are only remaining to handle these teams, handle these players. But there goes the players from the X-Force as Legit 7 as well, so they will come for the third party engagement, and that would be a very real chance for the team. And if you're going to talk about the team Syndicate Esports, only the last player remaining for the team, and this is none other than the AT Codine, and Codine is the very last player remaining for the team. And X-Force and a lot of the players as well, they are also coming in and closing in for the fight. And if the grenade comes in and connects the very well, maybe this could be a very good chance for the team to make a very real good chance for the opportunity fight. Opportunistic this would be, and there goes the Codine. He will go, he wants to go up for the fight, but there goes the devious from straight away Akaza, and he will take that fight away from the hand of Codine, and that is the end for the Syndicate Esports as well. So Syndicate Esports making some eliminations. They also got to have out of the lobby. So here we go. And even if you're going to talk about some of the teams, here we have VE Sports. VE Sports, they are going for some brutal knocks out and all, but right now the situation, they are not having to create themselves into the very good position. And right now here we have VE Sports. Vicky is right in this moment. Even if he is going for those grenades, that would be connecting a very precision, and that is a very good sense of mind that he got to connect that grenade pretty well. And another grenades getting connected, maybe that would cook the player to get taken down. And Picado side, the game is getting turned over, and this turnover for the teams, yet the consistency seems to be fade away from the teams from both of the end. There goes TLQ. They were having pretty consistent game, but the consistent for this team has also getting faded away. And how will they be coordinating to each other? There were very much of the things to be considered over the teams, and another unfortunate in for the teams as well. So there was a very good chances for the players as well to get on with. But right now, the very last player remaining, and right now how these players will be connecting the gun so far. And there goes Swaggy. He is gonna take that player down. Elimination getting secured up, and right now the position that has been getting put up by the players, maybe this could make the players up and down again. And there goes the Molotov that would make the players over the down. And there goes the Swaggy, and this is Rebel who is gonna take these players down. And this is, oh my godness, in and out in the open, making the connection, vision out away, and fighting the best value for the team. And the intent he was trying to go up for, that will definitely hurt the morale of the team Orisons. And that is very real quick question for the team, how they failed to do this. They do have a 3-man standing. He got to have all of these 3-man down with that, and I guess that is the 1v4 as well. That is a wonderful game from the Rebel, and I would definitely be appreciating this particular player. And here goes another teams as well. So let's see how these players and the teams will be making their side, and most likely the moments from the TLQ license as well. They also needs to make some eliminations, but there goes EQZ. They already got to have 7 total eliminations, and this particular point of time, they would have a very real quick chance to go on with some of the things. And right now, if you're going to talk about the 2D esports, they are also in the very good chance. They are also in the very good opportunity to make some eliminations over there. And 2D esports, trying to get some elimination, looking over the vehicles. Not a very good proper vision over the period, but right now, even this team is trying to go for some eliminations. And right there, we're going to talk about some of the players who were into the very center of the circle. And right now, you're going to talk about 2D. And here goes the team Alaf EQZ. Okay, EQZ as well. So EQZ, they were also trying to get on with and eliminated. They were eliminated into the hashtag 10 and 7 eliminations collected from the game. And that would be collectively a very good points for them. And the very last game will decide that how the teams will be managing themselves into. So let's see. Here goes the players from the TLQ Legends as well. So they are also going for some eliminations. And here goes the team TLQ Legends. TLQ Hexa is into the very top area of the game. And right now he can make up some of visions right in this moment. And from the different area, different moves. And Hexa is also trying to get some eliminations. And over this period of time, you're going to talk about the team TLQ Legends. TLQ Tony is right in this moment and making a huge differentiations over the period of time. And right now TLQ Legends, they are also into the very good position, covering up two of the hills from their side. And there goes the another player getting damaged out. They're still trying to go for some hotting moment, but that will not hurt enough to make that player down enough. But right there, they're still going for the middle of the circle. Centric approach for the team is very lethal for the other players to get on with. And even if he is gonna take some elimination, then that would be in their favor. Not a very good start for the teams. And here goes some of the elimination from the players as well. So VE Esports going to be taken away 3 eliminations from their side, but not a very good part of the game. So here goes 2D Esports as well. 2D, they need to go for the zone, already 200 meters away from the zone, and so they need to get on for the zone. And eliminations, this would have to talk about. Maybe this would have to go definitely for it. And right now Vedapapa going for it. Vedapapa going for some eliminations as well. So Vedapapa trying to carry on, trying to make up some eliminations as well. So going with that grenades, maybe this can be a very good opportunity to carry on themselves into the very good mode. So here we go. Vedapapa is still trying to go for some eliminations and still making some of the brutal fights into their hand. There we go. Vedapapa going for that shots, and KSGFR's goals are getting taken down one and another. They are not getting into the very good side of the game and getting eliminated. And that is not a very pleasant surprise for the teams. And there goes other of the players as well. So even if right now the players are trying to go for some eliminations, and there goes the grenade. Now they will be going for some brutal instances. So they should need to change the instance. They should go for some elimination. And there goes the player from the KSGFR's goals. And they will be trying for some elimination to go on with. And Vedapapa, he is leading front line, and he was going with some brusting M249. But right now the situation is not getting too much into his hand, but finally he got to have that elimination as well. So he got to have that elimination after that while getting a moment in this particular side. There goes the player down from the one hit. I guess that is 2D Esports, and 2D Esports getting taken away and eliminated one and after another. And Dax is into the very next side of the game, and we are already into the top 7. Top 6 is the count, and this is another team of Infrax. They will be getting taken away from the game, and right now everything is getting possible. Raiding down and destruction of the death and right connection getting out of the open, and right now everything is in the open context of the game. And from the very top hillside, the players from the TLQ Legends, they are having a proper bit of an eye on these particular teams. So there we go. Even if after a very good positionings, they were going for some eliminations, but right now even if TLQ Legends, DXB, AJ, they're going on for some elimination, and there goes some kind of shots, and there goes the teams eliminated, and another team getting eliminated. That is Vedapapa getting out of the lobby, and there goes another team getting out of it, and X-Force X Legend 7 goes out as well. So here we have only 4 teams remaining. That is one hit, as well as 2D, as well as DXB and the TLQ Legends. So how these teams will be making their eyes on the players. So let's see the very few teams remaining. Maybe 2D is already out of the lobby, and there goes out the team And here we have DXB Club. They were also seems to be pretty consistent in the game. But however, these teams should also have to make themselves into the very good concerning position. And there goes the DXB Club. What if they're getting taken down? DXB making already 5 eliminations. As much I know, when I read the side standing, I got to know about that. But right now, DXB AZ, he is also in the domination, coming in with the 3 eliminations. And right now, DLQ Legends, one after another, the getting elimination with those things. And right now, DXB Club with the Jason, he is also trying to make eliminations. He's also trying to go for some brutal finishes and all with that. These things are getting cooked up, and right now TLQ Hexa is right in this particular position where the players are trying to make some eliminations into the very different side of the game. And right now we are seeing that eliminations are getting particularly into the very side of the games, and teams are having some kind of the proper moves. And even if they would not try to isolate themselves, they would not even try to expose themselves into the open area. So even if we are trying to look up to these teams or look up to these players, how they will be starting off, how they will be making up their every possible eliminations and all, that should be the very reasonable question for the teams as well. So even they are trying for some eliminations, they are trying for some good points as well. So gonna make some eliminations in their favor. And still the XP Club, they were also trying for some elimination to go on with. And right now here we have the team DXB Club. Masi is right in this position and maybe trying to go for some elimination with a good amount of eliminations. And right at this point, maybe the teams are trying to make some elimination for the mob. And there goes the team down. And there is the team TLQ Legends making and cooking up for that wonderful winner chicken dinner. And this is gonna be one of the very crucial moment. This is gonna be one of the very crucial move from the team, and that creates a very defining move for the team. And that is it, guys. Fourth match of the day that has been concluded away, and right now we are into the stage where the team, which team is going with the very good position, which team can go up with a very good situation over the finals. And #1 is a very concern for the teams as well. So let's see how these teams will be making their eyes onto the players and all. But right now, to make a round. And right now Hexa got 0 elimination, even though he got to have 220 damage graph. Raptor with that 489 damage with that 4 elimination. Tony with that 3 elimination, while AZ got 4 eliminations as well. So this was the overall standings of the eliminations for these winner chicken dinner team stats. But right now let's go towards the match MVP as well. So match MVP is gonna be the Weather Papa. He was the very real player. He was the man who was on the mission, and he did that mission well. But the mission was not yet accomplished by this particular player. The team game was not pretty good enough to make that player down, not good enough to make and have those players up into the very good circle. And so that was a very good and the lethal gameplay from this particular player. 5 elimination, 781 damage graph with that 1 assist, and making 466 healings, and 23 minutes and 38 seconds of the survival time was over to the period of the this time frame. And that was it, guys. And we're going to the match overall MVP. Let's go for the Weather Papa. 5 elimination. It's Mighty with that 5 total eliminations as well. Swaggy with that 6, and it's especially Rebo. So he got to have 6 elimination with 556 damage. AZ with that 4 elimination, 881 damage graph, while Raptor got 4 elimination with 489 damage graph. So this is it, guys. What a match we witnessed right now. And this is the match of Miramar. We're definitely going to see about this thing as well. So even if we are going to talk about these eliminations, these are the things what the players are trying to make out with that. And with the Papa with 12 total eliminations, so total points actually my bad, guys. But right now if we're going to talk about other of the players as well, We have the XP Club with 11 total points, Legit 7 with that 11 total points, and this is the moment where the teams were having their very comfortable position right in this frame, and that was it, guys. And let's go for the overall top players as well. So going for the overall top players, still there is a Scout handling over with that 2812 damage graph, and here we have Swaggy with 18 total points, okay, 18 total eliminations, but having the damage graph of 1739 only. So that is a little bit of a disgusting and maybe heartbreaking as well. It's Mighty with that 11 total eliminations, Panda with that 14 total, and Safu with that 8 total eliminations. So that is it, guys. So let's go towards the overall rankings as well. So overall rankings, that concludes that EQG Esports is still behind the TLQ Esports from the 7 or 8 points behind. So that is it, guys. TLQ have a really good chance to maintain themselves into the #1 position. One chicken dinner for TLQ, one chicken dinner for EQZ, one chicken dinner for one hit, and that is a very good situation that has been cooking on for the players as well. So that is it, guys. And some of the eliminations getting cooked on one hit also chasing, but maybe they will be a little far away. TLQ and EQG made a very huge distance from the players as well. So that is it, guys. So right now we will be going for the schedules, and we completed all of the 4 matches, but right now we have the very last match remaining. That is none other than the map of Erangel, and map of Erangel is not gonna be just a simple match. This is the match of decisive one, and this match will decide that how the players will run into this particular series of VXP series. And let's see, guys, how these teams will be going on with. But right now we'll be going for a short break. Thereafter we'll be coming up with every of this situation and the result. But right now we are going for a short break. Hello everyone guys, this is the very last match of the day and this is RVU Esports right here in the very off your screen. So let's go guys, this is uh VX paid series and this is season 26 and we are already into the very good stage of the game and RVU Esports, they are not having a very real good chances to make their points enough, but right now another unfortunate end for the team. Maybe they will not be coming into the hashtag 5 and all into the top 5, but they can obviously try for it. Maybe one chicken dinner and they can straightly pull away for the hashtag 5 to 6 and all. Maybe if they got to have a very good chicken dinner and all. So the position this would have to conclude it is that, and I need to see that how the teams will be fighting against each other. The spirit they have been showing onto the teams, the spirit they have been showing onto the players, everything getting on with. And right now this is X-Force X S26 Esports. They are also trying to go for some elimination, but right now we're gonna take a look on EQZ Esports. They are already landing upon the area of I guess this is none other than the area where players from the EQZ Esports were landing upon. So here we go. Here's the Thabs already trying to go for some loot collections into the very different side of the circle. And right now, DFX Origin LVC Esports are also trying to go for some loot collection phase. And even if you're going to talk about the teams from the different side, DFX Origin LVC Esports, they were also into the very good chances. And they were making a very good and the desperate scenarios. But right now, moving on to the very straight away game. Teams will have to remain themselves into the very good position, and here we have the team EQZ Esports, and EQZ Esports, Omega is right in this moment, and Omega is still trying to go for some eliminations. And even if they will try to go for some eliminations, even if they will be going for some kind of the good moments, how the teams from the TLQ Legends or the TLQ Esports will be going on for TLQ Esports, they're going for the loot collections of all the way towards the Yasnaya Poliana. And Yasnaya Poliana is the place where the players from the TLQ Esports is gonna make their eyes on and upon to the area where they are having a very good situations over the period of time. So let's see. Here goes the players time and again. They are trying to go for some eliminations, and right away they will be having a very good chances of the game. And if you're going to talk about the team TLQ Esports, this would also make a very good chances and the changes over the game. And right now, if you're going to talk about these players, ATX1 Lost Fire, they are already into the very good verse of the match to get on with. And ATX1 Lost Fire, Jello is right here and can make a very determinable the chains in this particular match. And they already landed over to the Stolber area, and they will be having a pretty good zone as well. So because they are already into the very good circle as well, so they can have a pretty good area to handle around. Here we have a one hit gods, and this team is also into the very context to go for the hashtag 2. But if the situation comes in for this team to go for the chicken dinner and EQZ Esports gets eliminated into the very first stage of the game, then only the situation is going to be in their favor. But right now, that is not even a good possible chances for the team. But in this situation, we're gonna see the team in Primox, and that is none other than the team Game Over Esports. So Game Over Esports is right in the Primox. So we were trying to see the team EQZ Esports. They were also trying to go for the same drop location, but I think the team are going all the way desperately to the different side of the map. So let's see how these teams and the players will be taking the lead over to this area. But right now, even if we're going to talk about the team V Esports as well, they are into the area of Pochinki, and this is a very good real chance for the team as well to capitalize some of the eliminations and go on with the match to improve and boost the morale of the players. And right now, maybe the teams would have to maintain their every possible chances, and even if going for a bit of a more eliminations, there we go. We have some eyes on the players from the VE Sports. Vicky is right there, and even if we're gonna talk about the X4s, the team X, okay, Acid X, they are also having a very good chances to get on with the fights and trying to make some eliminations as well. So there is some of the players, there is some of the teams, they are trying to make some eliminations over the few period of times. We have been seeing that, but right now the team Acidax, this team already got one elimination against the VE Sports, I guess. So VE Sports, they're not really into the very good position to fight against this particular team because they already come with already three players. So only three players were there in the very beginning. One of the player already got taken down from Acidax. So there is only two teams, okay, only two players remaining from this particular team. So that is not a very real quick chance for the team to get on with the fights and all. But right now, if you're going to talk about the TLQ Legends, they are also into the very good opportunity. So this is the chance where they can rely on, and maybe they can have a very good opportunity. Maybe they can have a very good situation to go on with, and eliminations and all. The Raptor is right here. Tony with Raptor, they do a combination. They have been moving on, and DXB Aze, he is one of the key player who is just scouting over the places and maybe trying to go for some eliminations. But right now, if you're going to talk about this team, they are going for a safe landing over the compound area, and I think they heard that the players were calling about the place is open and sound, and we can come here and just take a look over this and have some proper rest over to this area. So they come to this area, and right now they are into the very good opportunity to take on with, and TLQ Legends DXP Aze is right in the situation to go on with some buggies, and right now he would be parking the buggy in some very different area, and the situation where this players comes in is one hit Godax, and the team which represents the Weather Papa. Weather Papa is one of the good name. I have been listening from the jail, I guess. So Weather Papa is one of the good name for the team, and Weather Papa making some of the good eliminations as well. But in the different side of the game, we have the other fights as well. So EQZ Esports coming into the fight, and right at that moment, and there we go, Thabs is coming in, and Thabs was coming in with the changing vehicle sets, and Boon Boon is right here and can get knocked out even if one vehicle bullet connection comes into him, and there goes the player down. One of the player getting taken down from the okay, that is Syndicate Esports, and Syndicate Esports, they're trying to make some eliminations in their favor, but right now there's Apex as well. So many of the players trying to go for some eliminations, and there goes the zone as well. So how they will be approaching for the zone, that would be another question to go on with. And right now, EQZ Esports, Thabs is right here trying to make some movement, and momentful fights are yet again to come up with. And Omega still trying to go for some eliminations. Still, they were having some good eliminations over this period of time. But right now, even if we talk about the players from EQZ, they are gonna come in and they will take the players down. Storm did the walk, Storm did the finishings off, and right now they are into the very right direction and the right direction for the players. So let's see how they will be approaching for the next stage of the game. And right now the players from the DFX Original VZ Esports, they are also having the pretty bit of a good amount of the players remaining in the lobby. And even if trying to take some elimination, trying to take some good points of the time, let's see, the teams will be making themselves into the very good positionings and the situation that can cooks up for the players as well. So the team DFX Original VZ Esports, JEX ORG, he is also trying to look for some eliminations. There is 2D as well. The team 2D, they are also trying to have some eyes on the players of the team. And DFX Origin LVZ Esports, they were also trying to go for some eliminations and trying to go for some kind of the brutal knocks out and all. But right now, DFX Origin LVZ Esports into the very different side, trying to go for some elimination, trying to go for some very exclusive moments. But right now, even if we are talking about the players from the different side, this is going to be one of the very interesting move for the team. And here goes the team from the different area. And right now, GZX is one of the very contenderful player, and he is also trying to go for some elimination. But the player from the Wadapapa, or else you guys can say, is that RBU Esports is also coming behind, and there goes. Okay, Sam was taken down. He got a pretty good of a surprise right in this moment, and he got eliminated, while the player from the RBU Esports is still trying to go for some elimination. But right now the situation is not going so far good enough, and right now DFX LVZ Esports is going for some good time to go for that elimination and the knocks, and there goes the SMG shot machine gun got connected with that, and Cheesy is also trying to go for some eliminations. So here we go, one and another. The time after again, the players are getting sifted up and trying to go for some elimination, and the brutal knocks out will be the one of the key responsibilities for the players to go on with. And Simi gets knocked out and finished IE, and the team RBU gets taken away, and only we are down towards the 18 total teams. So that is it, guys. So even if eliminations are coming in and counting one and another, the players are trying to go for some elimination, brutal knocks out and all. But the players from the different side, even if they are trying to go for some good of elimination, but right now TLQ Esports as well, they are coming for some elimination. They do have a lot of potential, but right now they are also coming in for some good momentum. The services they have been getting on, the good amount of the elimination they have been going on. Here we go, the players are getting some sort of a sort, but right now here it is TLQ Esports. Arios IRC is right here in the moment, and right now maybe IRC, this team is also trying to make some elimination. One Heat Godzi, yeah, I guess the name is One Hit Godzi, and they are already into the fighting contest. And this team, whether they needs to get on with or whether they needs to fight on with, let's see how these players and the team will be getting themselves into the very good proportion of the fight. But right now TLQ Esports, they are straightly going ahead and maybe trying to go for some eliminations as well. But Panda gets taken down from the Auburn Frags, from where they comes in. I really don't know about the team from where they comes in and where they are really situated at. But right now, still we're going to talk about Aslan, and he is coming away and he is coming up with his overall total Miradoic power. And in this particular map of Erangel, he needs to get on survival, and he needs to get on with the survival mode, because if they do not survive, they're going to make into the hashtag 2, I guess, because this is very different and the difficult situation. Already 5 eliminations for the team EQZ Esports, and right there in the moment for the TLQ Esports, one of the players getting taken down one after another. The players are getting taken down, and they need to figure it out how they will be making their fights in a very good real connections. So TLQ Esports from the TLQ Scout, they are also trying to go with some different moves. And right now, TLQ Esports Scout is right here at this moment, and with differently abled one. And here we go. The players from a different side are coming in and maybe trying to go for some eliminations as well. So Adios is right in this moment, maybe trying to make some smoke fade out and revive his teammate as well. So whether the teams are trying to make some eliminations, but right now TLQ Esports, Arios IRC, he is going up away, and right now and in this particular side right there, okay, players are going away from that breeze crossaway, but they need to figure out where they are going on. Another unfortunately can be the one of the possible situation for the teams as well, if they do not consider themselves into the very good positions. And here goes the team EQZ Esports. Thabs is right here at this moment and leaving the current scenario in the moment, and even if they are going for some eliminations to go on with, and KSG, they are also getting some sort of damages, and this will not be very pleasant surprise for the team to go on with. And there we go, the team ACDAX also getting close on with that, and eliminations are getting one after another getting away, and they are just surprising the players. They are just taking the eliminations from the players, and there we go, Swaggy is going straight away for that elimination. But how he will be able to make that elimination down towards the player, and there we go, another grenade getting cooked up. But will this grenade make that work enough? And there we go, the grenade maybe work. Okay, he just managed to have that first aid kit just to apply. But right now, no any kind of the situation have been carried away by the player, and now this can be the move. This can be the situation. But right now, okay, Swaggy got taken down. But here we go. Finally, he got to manage himself, that he was able to revive or toss himself down. But right now, Storm is going to be having some kind of the difficult eye on this, and from the different situation, here is TLQ Legends as well. They are closing in as well. So TLQ Legends, they are coming into this circle. They also needs to get figured out that where they should rely on, where they should stay on, and this is the very question we are just talking about mentioning time and again. But the teams still trying to figure out where they can rely, and here goes already 7 total points. TLQ Legends, they were already 8 points ahead. So let's see how these teams will be making their eyes on, how these teams will be making the call outs and everything, how they will be having the proper communications, every of the possible knocks out and the scenarios that can come and lead to the team. And here we go, the team TLQ Esports, they are already into the very good side of the circle, and they are into the area of Yasnaya Polyana, I guess the same. And yes, it is Yasnaya Polyana is the circle, and there we go. We're gonna see about this team as well. This team aggressively trying to make some eliminations, and they are going pretty well in their direction as well. So in the right direction with the right way, and that has been a very good result for them as well. So they gotta have many things to lose if they lose this match. Otherwise, that would be a very critical stage for the team as well. So let's see how these teams will be making their eliminations onto their favor. And right now, another circle getting closed on with, and where the circle will go on to the, and there goes the circle towards the Yasnaya Polyana. And now the teams needs to get on with the circle. While getting on with the circle, maybe there can be some of the pretty heavy damages from the players as well. So one after another, the players are trying to close on with. And even if you're going to talk about some of the players right over there, if you have DF, Origin X, LVZ Esports, the players from the Avant Frax as well, they are just seeing the compound, and they are trying to take some players down from this particular point. And even if they are trying to go for some eliminations, but no any players are getting compounded, they are so much of the pressure that is going on with the players as well. So even if you could talk about the players, here is EQZ as well, they are also going for some eliminations. But there we go, one after another, the grenades are getting cooked up. The grenades are making the players ups and downs, the situation not getting okay pretty well. But right now, one after another, the teams needs to get on with the elimination. He needs to get on with the fight, and there we go, one after another, the players get taken down. And there we go, with that 11 elimination, QZ replace TLQ, and there we go. This can be the moment, this can be the situation where TLQ Legends should have to realize themselves that how they are going to play on for the next few minutes, and that will decide the very another championship moment for the team as well. So TLQ Esports right now, Panda is right way to take that shots away from this particular point of view, and still TLQ Esports, Panda is right here and try to make some eliminations from this particular point of view. And even if you're gonna talk about this time, Panda, he's also trying to go for some eliminations. And right now, even if you are talking about the fact, given a fact that Game Over Esports into the very open area, and they needs to get into the circle, and they can be the few freebies for the team TLQ Esports, and that could lead the TLQ Esports to come back again in the #1 position, and that is a very real good chance for the team to get on with. But right now, if you're going to talk about the team Game Over Esports, this team is really getting concerned with the teams who can backstab them, and they are really thinking a very real good chance as well. But right now, the players are getting taken away from the different side, and this is TLQ Esports who are taking the players down from one and another. Scout position is very crucial, and he gotta make some eliminations over this period of time, otherwise that will be not a very good chance and the proper vision for the players as well. But right in this particular moment, Swaggy needs to contribute more to the team. Instead of that, there is no any kind of the opportunities or the alternatives for the team as well. So Scout making some eliminations as well. So I think that would be the confirmation as well, but not really right now. It's might going to be taken down and over and out for the team. But game over esports, one after another, the players are getting taken down. Even if you had to talk about the teams, they are coming in out and again. But the team TLQ esports needs to get onto the zone, and this would be the frame moment that will lead the team to go with the some kind of the crucial moments and all. And TLQ esports Panda is right in this moment, DXB club right in this time to take some eliminations as well. So DXB Massey is right here and trying to make some eliminations, but here we go. Jetson is in different position to go up for eliminations, and Jetson trying to make some eliminations from the different side as well. But right now UEF, this team, is still trying to go for some eliminations, but the chances are getting so tough, and this is getting so high for the players as well. So one and another, the players are trying to go for some elimination. Here we have the EQG esports. They are not yet going into the circle, but right away we're gonna see some of the fights going on in between that, and ORG, they are also coming in between that. So this can be something that would decide the teams to go on for the fight or not to go for the fight. So let's see, that will be one of the interesting fight to go on for. And here we go, Bananax ORG, he is going for the different alternative location to get on for the players, and he can make a change. He can definitely make a change in this point of view. And Thab's already getting taken away, and Omega, he's also trying to make some elimination over the period of time. And there we go, he was also trying to go for some eliminations, not yet getting possible for the players. And this time, this is not a very real good chance for the team EQG esports. Maybe the players need to get revived, otherwise the team needs to get themselves into the very good position. This is not going to happen time and again. This is the real chance for the team, and this chance will never come back again. But right now the zone also gets to shrink in under the 3 seconds of the time frame. This zone will also shrink in, and there we go, TLQ Legends are in the very good position to go for the fight. And there we go, still ORG, they are also trying to go for some fights, but there we go, Banana got taken down. Void and the Xerox, two of the players would have to maintain their every possible fights, but there we go, that another grenade comes in and that takes the player down again. And TLQ, still they are leading into the #1. Right now the situation is getting so devastating, and how this team will be making their fights, that is a very real quick chance for the team to answer, and the question as well. So let's see whether the teams get into the very good chance and the opportunities to go down with the fight, or else there will be some kind of the dominations that will comes in from the team as well. So let's see, there is Panda and okay, TLQ Legends and TLQ esports, they're fighting against each other. And if this is gonna be for real, then the players should have to commit themselves. And right in this position, the players were trying to go for some eliminations, and there we go, Swaggy got that elimination. In fact, this is Rebel who got the elimination, and 13 eliminations already off for this team, 9 eliminations for the team TLQ esports as well. So 14 elimination for the team TLQ esports, going for the top 4 position. And this is the situation where the teams are having a very crucial fights over this period of time. And there goes the TLQ esports. TLQ esports need to make themselves into the very good position, otherwise else they needs to get out of it. And right now, how these teams will be fighting over against each other. And right now, game over esports, they are also seems to be pretty good in their side, but they need to come to the zone. And while coming to the zone, Thab's got to get that player down, but no, that elimination will be taken away from the team TLQ esports, and that would not be a very good chance for the team. And is still going for the TLQ esports. TLQ esports is also making some kind of a good damage graph, but right now, how this team will be getting that eliminations. And Ozlan got taken down, one of the player getting taken down, and from the different hand side, that is not a good chance for the team. And here we go, Panda again going for some elimination, Swaggy got that player down again, and Swaggy going for that player down. Now this is the real opportunity for the team to go up with some grenades, and that could may connect the player to go with, and that grenade, maybe that could connect the player to have that revival unsuccessfully. But right now, no any kind of the situations going on with the players. TLK Tony have been got taken down. Which team is gonna take this fight away? That team may got the winner chicken dinner and the championship tag as well. Whether the team TLQ Esports or whether the team EQZ Esports, two of the teams, very measurable teams from the Sri Lankan lobby, and this is the decider one, whether the teams should be going on to the fight or else will they be having a pretty dominant eliminations over this area. Trying to go for some revival process as well. So the revival process going on in hand of the TLQ Esports. TLQ Esports Panda, he's going for the upward against the another view of the angle, and that would be not a very crucial moment for the team. And Omega, he was somehow trying to get some sort of another position, but right now he was not able to do that. And right in this moment, Omega got taken down. And right now, Swaggy also got taken down. Now, Thabs is the very last player surviving. And there goes the taken down. And I guess this is the match. This is the time. And this has been the moment for the team. None other than TLQ Esports. And TLQ Esports got to manage very good positionings. Very good eliminations over this period of time. And that is it, guys. With that 14 elimination, they got to have the chicken dinner. 24 total points for the team. And that is it. And this team got a very good opportunity. This team got a very good eliminations as well. So with that, we are already done and dusted with the today's matches, and this was the game, guys. And straightly now I guess we will go towards the how the teams got themselves into the very good chances and how the players were having themselves into the very good opportunities to manage themselves for a fight. Let's see. Everything is in the concern for the teams. Everything is in the very dividing things for the teams as well. So let's see how the players, how the teams, how the every one of them played a very good chances for the teams as well. So that is a very good good thing to look around, and I will definitely be looking onto these teams. I will definitely be looking onto these players as well. So how they did it, how they managed to go for those eliminations and all. Still, we are not having a proper concrete result from the teams as well. So even if we're gonna make some eyes on the players, how these teams managed to have some eliminations as well. So let's see how these teams and how these players had a very good opportunities from this side, and let's see who got to manage the very third position. Going with the third one, who is that? None other than who is that? Just I need a guess from the you guys, audience guys. And who is that? Let's go for that. None other than the team One Hit Gods. And that is it, guys. This team really deserves much better than this, and they did it. They did it a very well concerning thing, and this is the one thing what they were willing for. And this is it, guys. Many congratulations to the team One Hit Gods, and they were very real opportunistic. And right now, even if they were making some of the eliminations into their favor, that was a very good chance for the team to get on with eliminations and all. But right now, we're going to talk about some of the players. This is none other than TLQ, okay, EQZ Esports. So EQZ Esports got to have second position, and many congratulations to this team as well. So going for the first one, who is this? This is none other than the team TLQ Esports, and they really stood this up. How capable they are, how manageable they are, how did they do this? Incredible, guys, incredible. I'm gonna be impressed with this particular team and these players. Wow, this is just a game that has been connected out, that has been pressured out by these players and all. And there we go, guys, that was it. And every of the players were trying to make some eliminations, but let's see how these teams are also gonna make some eliminations. And there goes the team. Okay, this is the overall MVP. He is none other than TLQ Scout, and Scout managed to have some of the good points as well. So TLQ Scout is one of the key player who got to make his team into the very good position as well. So going for the another stat, this is none other than the stats of overall top players, and this is the Scout, Panda, Swaggy, and after that Thafts is right there, and it's Mighty is right there, and they were able to make some of a good eliminations as well. So at the end of the game they managed to have a very good positionings and all, and right now we're going to talk about the overall rankings as well. So overall rankings comes to end, and this is TLQ Esports making 91 total points, and EQZ with that 80 total points. Oh, I was thinking about that. EQZ just stopped at them, but that was my huge hallucination, I guess, is that. But right now they did a very real good job, and many congratulations to the all winning teams, and good luck to all of the teams for the tomorrow's match. There will be order of the match coming up tomorrow and the day after tomorrow for you all guys. You will be get prepared for those one. But right now, me, Cast, this is the time to sign me off as well. I will be meeting you guys in some of the events like this, and please don't forget to comment me. How was my commentary? How was my casting? So you guys don't forget to do that. For now, I'll be leaving a break and temporarily signing off. This is your caster, Cast. Thank you so much, everyone. Good night.